Today on the grid.
It's blind photo critiques day, and it's not. We're probably going to lose a lot of Kelby One members today because I can tell you it's going to be a rough day on the grid for some folks who were brave enough to send in their photos and who will probably be immediately canceling their memberships. Also, we've got lots of news. We got stuff to share. It's going to be a fun day. It's going to be a wild day. We have giveaways, lots of giveaways. We have tons of giveaways, just a ridiculous amount of giveaways. Mr. Kuna is here. Dobson's on the jib, so anything could happen. And it's going to be a fun day on the grid. And when does this mirth and merriment happen? Well, it all starts in just 23.2 seconds. Let's go!
The Grid is brought to you by Platypod, the tripod alternative that is changing the world. Everybody has a Platypod. You should too. Go to platypod.com.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to another live episode of The Grid. Scott Kelby here with Erik Kuna.
Well, hey, everybody, and I think Stu has the best title for today's episode. It's Happy Should I Sell My Gear Day on the Grid.
It is. It's Sell Your Gear Day. But you know what else today is? And this is very important. Today is the day we celebrate the Northampton Saints winning in the Rugby Championship League. They went all the way. They won, but they didn't
see it.
But
Scott's
they didn't,
like a huge fan now.
But they just didn't win by themselves. Lady St. Clair, the patron saint of sports photographers everywhere, and now it's Claire Jones, who is, by the way, Claire Jones is one of the finalists for Sports Photographer of the Year. So she's already having a good enough year.
Nice.
And then her team, she was team photographer for 18 years. They go all the way to the finals. They win it all. I shared a picture. Let me grab it for you. I shared a picture on my Facebook page.
You mean like the one with the fireworks going
and
on?
And it's Claire's picture.
Yeah.
But let me just, I shared it on my Facebook page to congratulate them. And let me just show you the picture.
Yeah, we got people. Oh,
here it is.
Yeah, right there.
So take a look at that. Look at that. So that's the lads. They went all the way and won basically the Super Bowl of rugby. And I would like to think.
Do you think they have good insurance?
I think that they're well covered. I'd like to think that me shooting them was what propelled the team to victory.
They got the boost.
I want to think it was there. So Claire had me over to shoot. How about that? The first time I ever shoot a rugby match.
No, you've got like
team,
the world championship
I've got
team
shots,
photos.
I have poor shots of the team, but
it's not the world champion.
But
is it the?
It is the Gallagher Premiership Rugby Championship.
Right.
They went all the way, man. They're playing in these giant
Don't
stadiums
know enough about it.
What a great game, though. I fell in love with rugby when I shot that game. And congratulations to Claire and the whole team. They had an amazing season. I'm so happy for Claire. Also, Claire, I haven't seen Claire in a few weeks. I'm flying over to the UK. We're going to go shoot an air show. But anyway, Lady St. Clair was so proud of you here in the United States. She's known as Lady St. Clair to her fans in the U.S. No one else knows her as that. But anyway, I wore my Saints shirt and my Saints hat in commemoration of their big win. So congratulations to them.
Well,
and to Claire.
I guess it is better than the New Orleans Saints.
Hey, can I read
since that's kind of our rivals here in Tampa.
Can I read this comment, though, from Andrew Woodworth, who wrote this? He says, wow, I don't follow any football or rugby at all, but Claire's images have inspired me to go and try to be out of my comfort zone. He says, I think Claire will be on the grid one day.
Hey, you know, but I love the comment because getting out of your comfort zone with photography is a good thing. Some people get locked so into they're only going to do one thing, and they need to expand out to other sports, even if you're a sports photographer, just to become a better football photographer, just to become a better rugby photographer.
And it does work across that way. All right. So we have lots of news today. The first one is for those of you who know that we have a VIP program at Kelby One. For 200 of our members have joined this VIP kind of a mentorship program that lasts a year.
Yep.
And one of the parts of that was we did a VIP summit, which was literally just for us to come all together and meet each other, right? And so it was open to everybody, but of course everybody can't come. They can't just leave their jobs and their family at home. But about 85 people were able to fly down to Florida to our headquarters here in Tampa. And for 3 days, we all just had food, did stuff.
It was awesome.
We did shoots.
We had a gallery showing for all the VIP members that were coming.
Yep.
Submitted images for a gallery. We had their gallery prints up.
Bay
20
Photo made beautiful
different
prints for everybody. And they got
photographers.
To take their prints with them, too.
They
Not
got
only
to
did
take
they hang in the gallery,
and
but they got to take them with them.
And then we
had
did
a
some
reception.
some inspirational, just motivational talks.
Yeah, we did
not a lot of
stuff.
teaching. It was more experiences
Yeah,
and
it was more
getting
really
hands
just
on.
getting to know each other and hang out. And,
Well, we did some really cool shoots as well, though.
Yeah, I want to show you one here that we did. So we rented a classic 1950. What was it?
58 Thunderbird.
1958 Thunderbird, and we arranged with this old hotel that had restored for us to be able to do a shoot outside the hotel. And so they cleared us an area where we could shoot, and this is us and the crew shooting there. And then I also I have another shot here. No, not that. Hang on. I want Eric to see. I want you to see his shot of that. Here's another shot of us. We did a photo walk in downtown Ybor City, and it wasn't the least bit hot. It was boiling hot.
Yes.
It was quite hot.
Yes, we've had a heat wave lately here.
So anyway, there's that. That's the crew there. We all went walking around for a few hours, and then we went to a wonderful place for lunch. But really, the whole idea was just for everybody to make friends, and we did. A lot of friends was made here. Deb just said the summit was awesome. It was. Everybody was in such a great mood, right? I think that was a big thing, is that everybody was in the right frame of mind. It was a social event, but we wound up doing shoots. So
a lot of networking was going on, I could tell.
Oh, yeah. Also, so we did 7 shoots here in our studios. We set up 7 shoots. We did portrait shoots. We did still lifes, and we did a toy shoot. And we put myself and Hip-Hop and Eric put together this. Can you show a picture? Or did you send it to me?
I sent it to you. It's on my phone.
All right, hang on a second. And so this is an iPhone shot of one of the toy shoots that we did. Let me get it open here. There we go.
I wish I had taken more behind the scenes.
I've got
that. Is not even processed. That's just
straight out of his phone.
iPhone.
But we did, and I'll show you. Give me a second here, and I'll show you. I'll show you one of the ones that I got that are further back. So hang on.
Yeah, that was the first day though.
Yeah, this is when we're just testing the lighting and stuff. But anyway, yeah, we can you see it here? Yeah. So we were still working on that. But anyway, long story short, we got to do lots of fun stuff. And give me 1 second. I've got a few other photos I want to show you.
Yeah, what's cool about that toy shoot too is that's a screen behind him, behind the stormtrooper. And then we've got 2 colored LEDs that are kind of balancing the scene, so there's no compositing in that scene yet.
Yeah,
it's just right.
Yeah, there's an LED. We probably have a behind-the-scenes shot of that, but here's one of the portrait shoots. Now, we used continuous light, so everybody could shoot at the same time. Like, you didn't have to wait and
we had
switch.
6 bays, though. So
we had 7 bays.
But 7 bays. But a lot of people gravitated. What was awesome to see is a lot of people gravitated towards the portrait shoots that we had set up. And a lot of people in the beginning said they weren't portrait photographers.
Yeah, they're not. I never do portraits. I'm not any good at it.
And then we explained trying it. And then once they tried it, they realized, well, maybe I am a portrait photographer.
I talked to everybody about this beforehand, and I'm like, you got to step out of your comfort zone and try something different. And I said, I want everybody to at least try the portraits. Look, we have professional models. It's professionally lit. Give it a shot. And the highlight for me was a woman comes over to me and she says, I'm that person that never shoots portraits. I'm just not any good at it. I have no feel for it or whatever. And then she turns her camera around and shows me one of the shots. And she says, actually, maybe I can shoot portraits. And it was a great shot. Yeah. And so it really talks about how being in the right place with the right subject really makes a difference.
And that's a big thing that we talk about all the time.
And I'll show you a couple of shots.
What you point your camera at matters.
This one was from one of our attendees, and this is Sarah. And you've seen Sarah on the grid. And this is one of their shots. This is from D, who was at one of the guys at the summit. Really cool guy, by the way.
Yep.
So that was one. And I have a couple of shots here. These are, let me get to it here. Hang on. Where is it at? Oh, give me a sec. Hang on. And I have some shots from Paul. So, hey, Paul. He has some nice shots here. Take a look.
Yeah.
And he put like a blue toning on them and stuff. And then this was a test shot. We had Jason. And we got some great shots of Jason. So we had Jason with his motorcycle, but it was all set up.
Well, correction. That's Dobson's motorcycle.
And thanks for correcting me. Hold on, because that was wrong. I want to show you. Paul got a really good shot of this. Give me one sec, because I thought he got a great shot.
We got people joining all over the place. We got Steve saying hi from hot and steamy Panama City, Florida. Yeah, it's getting hot and steamy. And then Wendy saying hi from Michigan. Dean saying hi from Missouri. Barry saying hi from Oregon. Tina saying hi from Oregon as well. Deb saying hi from SoCal. John saying hi from Dallas. Peter from Antwerp, Belgium. We got people joining all over the world. And Sam even was saying it was a blast. The retreat was a blast. Learned a lot and met some great people. So there we go.
All right, 1 second. I just got to find Paul's thing, because he different stuff comes over.
Well, you know what else we're going to do today? We're going to give away some prizes. So
what are they?
We're going to give away a bunch of prizes, and here we go. We're going to give away a copy of Scott's How Do I Do That in Photoshop book. You can get that over on Amazon, but somebody's going to win that today. We're going to give a copy away of Scott's Photoshop for Digital Photographers book. Get that on Amazon as well, but somebody's going to get that today. Then we're going to give away a Platypod disc. So great attachment for your camera. It allows you to mount kind of the tripod or to the tripod any which way. Then we're going to give away a V-Flat from V-Flat World. So one lucky winner is going to get that. Now that has to be U.S. shipping only, so you just have to have a U.S. shipping address. And then we're going to give away a copy of On One No Noise 2024. Great plugin for removing noise and then adding back the sharpening that noise tends to soften with the image. So it does almost like a de-blurring, really kind of magical stuff that it can do. And then Retouch for Me, we're going to give away their Color Match, which is a color correction plugin for Photoshop. It's all AI based, so it's really precise with the way it tones and matches. And you kind of, this is great for when you're compositing to kind of bring the images together. And then Slick Picks giving away 1 year of their classic gallery plan. This is for new customers only, but somebody's going to win that today. To enter, all you got to do is leave us a chat no matter where you're watching. We're monitoring all the chats across platforms. And then just tell us what you'd like to win. And then also tell us if you have any questions, comments, or where you're from. Just let us know in the comments.
All right, I found the picture. Here's the one. We don't need to see my airdrop notice. There we go. Yeah. So this is Jason. So he's the director of the grid, and he was our model. Jason's very photogenic. He's in one of my books. They did a whole chapter where Jason was the model, and so we had him kind of dress up in his riding gear, and Paul got down low and used a reflection, did the whole 9 yards here. But anyway, we did all kinds of shoots. Oh, I'll show you. Give me one.
Yeah,
second.
I mean, even with that shoot that you were talking about, the reason a lot of times we were showing that was we think we got to take people out into the daylight or to the sunlight, but showing people that, okay, if they're in the sunlight, it's harsh. We put them over an overhang. We set the light into the scene. Yep. Much better, softer, wrapping light. It was
north facing, so we knew we had good light. And then we put up a black reflector to add some shadows on the other side of his face. Here's one of our other shoots. This is Sarah. Again, we saw her earlier. And these are some shots taken right over here in the studio.
Yeah.
And some different shots from the day. You get the idea. And everybody got great shots. I mean, we saw lots of folks' shots. And there was a lot of great stuff. So anyway, it was just a ton of fun, and we got to meet some really nice people. We got some great meals, and that's all the good stuff from today. There was one other thing.
Another thing last week, our crew was out and we had this awesome workshop from Joe McNally that we produced with Joe. It's called the Complete Photographers Workshop.
It was phenomenal.
I mean, just over the. It was at a level beyond anything that we've like as far as live events.
You saw people go in 6 days from I'm not really sure, I'm not really comfortable with my flash to I am crushing it. I am crushing it. I mean, they worked in groups of 2 and they grew in that 6 days at a level that I think they moved literally years ahead in 6 days.
Yeah, and we'll definitely break that down in the coming weeks, but it was an amazing experience. Like you said, the people that were there really got. We put the work in workshop, that's for sure, which we tend to do. That's what our thing is. We're not a photo tour company. We're not a just take you to a spot and shoot. We're like, let's go and actually work at a workshop.
Yes,
and they definitely worked.
It is all of that and
did
more.
Some awesome stuff.
All right, so today is Blind Photo Critique Day. We asked people to send in their images. We're going to take a look at a number of them today, and it's not going to go well. So just so you know.
Well, let's keep a positive spin.
Oh no,
we're going to have something to help you out with.
Yes, we're going to try and help, but
and if the help is you might want to sell your gear. Just understand,
most of it will be that.
We've seen a lot of photos, so it's just been over the years. You figure it out. Probably tell them to sell your gear.
1 second, I'm trying to get to open this stupid thing. I'm having like little technical issues today. Today is that day. So.
And John's right. And then at least the people who are sending images are brave enough to do so. Taking the first steps is hardest. And that's the thing. If you sent your images in, they kind of get to where we're telling you stuff that you might not hear all the time. It's probably because there's something we're seeing.
Well, we're going to start off with a pretty good one. So.
I can tell by the thumbnails.
Yeah, you can tell. All right, look at this shot.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
I mean, that's a top pro shot there.
Without the ball, it would be nothing.
Right,
but you got the ball in the perfect spot too, in that negative space with the dark background.
Oh yeah.
I mean that's look at the light coming in. Yeah, I mean, great moment of action.
A great moment. How about this one?
Another,
leaping at the outfield fence, the outfield wall.
I mean, the only thing that would make the first one better would be his legs sliding in and like seeing it, but like that's like asking.
You got dirt kicking up back
there. No, it's
grass.
awesome. But I'm saying if you were going to take it up a notch,
I don't know.
But I don't think you could even time it because you couldn't time it.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's great.
It's great,
and this one's really nice.
Again, without the ball. Okay, so without the ball, these are all good shots, but with the ball, they're epic shots.
That's why they say two eyes and a ball.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
All right.
This is why the ball is so important.
All right. So this is great timing. Look how his eye is right. However, and this is going to sound critical on it. I don't mean it to be. This isn't. While this is executed well as far as where his eye placement is, and you do have the ball. It doesn't feel like the other shots. Like these shots look like Sports Illustrated. Well, and this looks like somebody's kid playing tennis.
I don't know. Looking at the way his muscles are and the way he's holding the racket,
well, it's a backhand. Right?
Yes, it is a backhand, but it just doesn't look like he's cranking down.
I'm not even looking at that.
Yeah,
I'm looking at, does this picture have the same feel and quality? Like, look at this shot. Just not what he's doing, not his body position, the sheer quality of the shot.
Right.
That looks like a shot from Sports Illustrated. Would you see this shot in Sports Illustrated?
No, that's what I'm saying.
But it's not his arms. It's nothing to do with his. There's certain something missing.
It just looks unnatural to me.
I'm not even looking at him. Don't look at his arms.
I'm just saying, to me, it looks unnatural.
Okay.
The other ones look natural.
I know, but it's not about his body position. It's about the photograph. It's about the...
Yeah. You're saying basically like the eye is cool because it's there, but it's not really... It's a cool novelty, but it doesn't make a great photo.
Right. But
the novelty is his eyes in the perfect position.
It's actually beyond that. And I'm having a hard time, obviously, articulating this. This has a look. Forget the position and the ball.
Well, look at his face. He's like going.
No, it's not. Stop.
I'm not seeing what you're seeing then.
That's what I'm trying to explain. Give me a second.
All right.
This has a certain something to the quality of the photo, not the person, not the ball, not the sport.
You're saying like the
actual photograph itself,
like the camera.
I don't know if it's the processing, the light. the separation from the background,
the toning.
It's something else. It's not his position or the ball. That's all great.
Yeah.
But this shot has a Sports Illustrated cover of Illustrated. That when the top pros shoot a shot, it has a particular look, and I'm talking about the look, not the pose.
Yeah.
And this one as well. Not as much as this one, but this one as well.
Oh, yeah.
And this looks like you took a shot of somebody's kid playing tennis at the park. It doesn't look like this is like a pro shot, and this looks like a snapshot of a kid. I don't see anything that's done wrong except for maybe you need more separation from the background. Look at the separation here.
Yeah,
It's super
be
silky,
it.
and here it looks more snapshotty. It is not, and this is all relying on his eye being in that spot. And I agree with you about his arm position. It looks a little funky.
It just looks funky to me.
It does. That's a separate issue from what I'm trying to.
Well, that's what I'm focused on. You're focused on the toning.
Moose.
No, I get the toning thing that you're talking about. Where like that one has more of like a crunchy look. The first one has like that smooth.
What it
look.
is this photographer and this photographer look like two different people.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. It's not about what's happening in the shot. It's about the quality of the photograph. That's a quality photo.
Yeah,
the other one's a quality photo. This looks like a different photographer. Like if this had been somebody else's photo, it would have made more sense.
Do you think it's because it's like baseball, tennis?
No. It looks. I mean, this could have been any sport, right? And the third one could have had that same level of quality. It's just it doesn't have that same level. Eric, we'll see some airplane shots. Aviation shots that look so great, and then all of a sudden there's this one.
No, I get what you're saying. It's like an outlier.
Yeah.
But here's the other thing.
I think that's an outlier.
In the outlier realm, it's still a really good shot.
It's still a good shot. But
so I think you're doing the right things.
Yeah.
And these look really great from the thumbnails.
Yeah. No, there are some good ones today. They're not all bad.
Look at that.
Right? You know what's
perfect placement of the people.
That's what I loved about this shot. Is look at the scale.
Yep.
Like the scale is
and
really,
they put
really
them
great.
in the lava, so you have like that. It's the silhouette.
Oh, dude,
it's perfect.
This is a great shot. How about
this one? That's great. Wow.
I love the way that the sun is raking across.
Leading you down.
Surface. Oh, I think that's a wonderful shot.
And then you got the reflection.
You got the reflection. How many things can you have go right in a photo? And this
look at that one. Yeah.
Again, the single person. It's one person in this case, and I think it works really, really well.
Yeah. Well, it shows without that person, this is what would happen to that photo. That could be a macro photo on the beach or a close-up photo on the beach.
Yeah, this
but
gives it
because
scale
you have that person, you realize the scale.
I think it's wonderful. I think it's wonderful.
Yeah.
All right, so
far we have some really great ones.
I stacked the deck because things are going to turn sour here.
Right.
I put some good ones up front.
Hey, this one looks pretty good too.
I put some good ones up front, so it doesn't. You wait.
You got me thinking we're going to destroy people.
They're not all bad. We have some really good ones.
I like that. I really like that.
Isn't that nice?
I like that.
Nice.
I like that. Yeah, they're all great.
Beautiful. These are nicely done. I love the only thing that I would do is this has a very soft touch to it. This has a very soft touch to it. This needs that same little bit of softness added, maybe a glow or something added to it. I love the
framing, though. I love the framing.
Oh, yeah. No, these are wonderful.
Wonderful.
All right, now it's time for a break. When we come back from the break, things will not be
So they've been awesome so far.
They will not be as wonderful. Northampton Saints, let's go.
Hi, folks. I know a lot of you photographers out there are using On1 software, and you probably heard that they came out with their new On1 Photo Raw 2024. I just did a class on it, and there's some mind-blowing stuff in there. You have a RAW processor, and it's a good RAW processor, but it's also got all of the On1 filters. It's got effects. It's got portrait AI. It's got sky replacement, best sky replacement anywhere, by the way. They've got all kinds of these plugins they're all built in there. It's like a whole ecosystem of a million things, and you can just keep building and building and building. It's pretty mind-blowing. There's a lot to it, but I'm going to take you through all of it. We're going to start from scratch. We're going to do a live shoot in the studio. We're going to bring the images in. We're going to edit them. We're doing landscape shots. We're doing travel shots. We're doing it all, and you're going to see the whole thing from start to finish. Come check out my brand new class on On1's Photo Raw 2024. It's only one place. It's exclusively at kelby1.com.
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by Canon.
Hey, we are back,
Hey,
Scott.
we're back.
Here with Eric. All right. Eric and I were talking, and I'm going to reassess what I said at the beginning about it being a rough day. It is, you're going to see a lot of technically accurate photos that are, as Mr. Kuna put it, big nothing burgers.
Yeah, I think that's the next one. That was the word I used. It's like they're technically accurate, but they're kind of nothing burgers. They're just kind of like,
Yep, that's a flower.
That's a long waterfall.
That's a guy
and he's running into the I don't know. It's probably a lifeguard stand.
Yeah.
His head's getting like decapitated by it.
Are there any problems with the exposure?
No, I mean, they're a nice color.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not offensive.
You know, they're just 3 nothing burger pictures.
Yeah.
They're like, meh. You know what
I mean, there is a picture in there. I can see a picture if you move around a little bit and zoom in and kind of like change it. I see what you were going for.
Actually, you could do it vertical, but
yeah, I see what you were going for.
In there was a picture.
There was, but you had to work
separation.
Yeah, you see how the
separation from the guard shack and him, and get rid of some of the superfluous stuff here, like that.
Well, if you came in close, you could just clone that stuff out. Yeah.
But
there was a picture in there.
Yeah.
You saw, and you just went really wide.
Yeah. So they're okay.
Yeah.
I've seen a waterfall
technically
before.
accurate
I've seen
photos.
a close picture of a flower.
They're not overexposed by ridiculousness.
And I think that's a lot of what you're going to see today. It's not. It's not really bad stuff.
Yeah.
It's stuff like that. It's
that's what I saw when we were flipping through them.
There's some pretty good ones. Let's take a look at here. So here's a good example. That is a helicopter.
It's a helicopter. You got the prop spin. Yeah, you got the
world's
ugliest plane.
World's ugliest plane.
Shooting a flare.
Some flak. This one I like. I think this one's got some juice. I like the crowd, and I like the sun right where it's at. The two aviation there's a total snooze. It's
there's no clouds help.
And there's no action.
This
is just like a Wikipedia.
No ground.
This is like if you went to Wikipedia and looked up this helicopter. What is a Bell? What is this?
I mean, it's one of those.
Yeah, you go, yep, that's it.
Sure.
That's a helicopter.
That's it.
Yeah, that's an ugly A-10.
I mean, now, I will say of the two, I'd pick this one.
Yeah.
I would pick this one because you do have a moment of action
going on.
You've got the flare lighting up. But this is the problem with shooting air shows, actually, is the skies really, for these shots, the skies matter a lot.
Yeah.
Right? That when you just get those blue, nothing skies, now you got to really come in tight. I actually think this would be salvaged with another 200 millimeters. And you got in really tight, and you're hugging that flare, and you're kind of showing it.
I'm trying to see if I can get it any tighter.
But you need to be like, I think, see when you come in, though, look at how unsharp the plane is.
Yeah, but
that's where it's going to lose.
It's at 300% too, so I don't know.
Yeah, if you had it really sharp and you came in really tight.
It was shot with a 600 millimeter, but they only shot it at 340.
Yeah, that's what, come in a little tighter. Get in that action. I think you could have.
Yeah.
You could have.
They're okay.
Because when you don't have skies, right?
Yeah.
Come in tight.
Come in tight.
Right.
All right, but the New York shot I think is pretty good.
Cool. That's the Manhattan Henge or whatever they call it.
All right. We got some nice cars. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's not my exact cup of tea, but it's well done. It's not my.
These are that's
smoking.
That's smoking right there.
But you know what? I'm going to try something. Don't put it on me for a second. I want to try this. So here you go. I'm going to try. Give me a second. I want to try something.
Are you going to take out some stuff?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to try something different.
Okay.
Hang on. Don't move. Don't breathe. Don't make a sound. I don't know if this is going to work. That's why I'm saying this.
That one's good. I like that one.
I know. It's good, right? But I want to see.
Like the last one, too, but I just don't know if it's the right angle of that car.
I know. The angle looks a little funky.
A little funky.
Yeah. Let me just see. What is this called? Oh, yeah.
And Mary's saying, I just signed up for the fast track last night. I'm so excited.
Oh, let's go,
awesome,
Mary. Welcome aboard.
Yeah.
All right.
Love it.
Mary.
Yeah.
All right.
Remember, 1 hour a day, 5 days. And then Sherry's saying air shows are tough. Most people want clear skies. I want clouds. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know how many times, even photographers don't understand that. They'll come up, oh, it's going to be a great day. Look at how, and I'm like, I don't know. I'd take a bunch of clouds right now.
Oh, wait a minute. I hit the wrong. Oh, I'm really trashing this. Hang on.
I mean, I love it when there's clouds because then I can really start slowing my shutter speed and start showing that motion of the clouds.
I'm wondering why this isn't working. I opened up the wrong thing. Let's try here.
Of course, the same goes for everything. You know, most people are like, "Oh, it's a clear day out. Must be great for photos."
See if
I'm like, it's great for sky replacements.
That's not it. I don't know if this is going to work. I had this idea.
Affecting it.
I had this idea of adding this effect to the sky. It's not the right kind of sky.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just going to.
You're going to bail?
I'm bailing on it all. That's why I wanted to test it first and see. All right, so how we feel is that shot's awesome.
That shot
right there, that's a killer shot.
Killer. And you've done all the work that you needed to do.
Yep.
You haven't let in extraneous stuff. You cleaned up all the highlights and shadows.
All the reflections in the car look right. I mean, this is really, really, really high end, well done. I see a lot of car shots, people sending car shots, and they're always messy and stuff. This is really, really nicely done. Now, the other one that Eric was talking about, let me jump over to that. Give me 1 sec.
Yeah.
It's just the angle seems weird.
Yeah, the angle's funky.
That one.
Yeah, it's just the angle.
I don't know what it is. I think what it is because you're so close with a wide angle lens, it's exaggerating the butt of the car.
Yeah, it's bringing the butt is so big.
Yeah, that's a big butt.
I almost think that this might be one that you have to either symmetric up.
God, that car's butt is so big.
Or I think that Corvette would look really awesome from the front, like you did the other one.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's anyway. It's a cool car, and it's a cool
car, and it's a great technique. I just think that it's the wrong angle.
Yeah, I don't. It's a little funky
It's a little
with
funky.
that lens. But anyway, congratulations on
Yeah,
the
maybe the
super
lens
killer
would
one.
pull it back and kind of compress it some more. That might
Yeah, I
work.
don't know.
But then you're going to lose some reflection.
It looks like a distorted bud.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, but
you're doing everything else right.
Yeah, whoever that is, they're on the money.
You even took out the license plate. I like it.
Yeah, I took out the license plate. All right, that's the stairway.
Or took it off.
I like this. I'm not sure what I'm looking at. That's bad.
Whoa.
That's bad.
Whoa. No, that one's an outlier.
Yeah, that's bad. This one's not good. It's just kind of nothing. It's just that's the stairway.
It's intriguing, the hallway.
That's a little
I think
intriguing.
if something was in the hallway, you could make a case for it.
Yeah, it's okay.
But it's okay. Technically accurate.
Yeah. I don't know if this is like a stage play or what I'm looking at. I'm not quite sure.
Well, we're
That's a
gonna
person.
try to put that in like a fine art category or something.
Yeah, that one's okay.
I do. Of all of them, I like that one the best because it's intriguing.
This one, nothing to recommend
I
it.
just think that the person looks
The
disinterested
lighting
in
is
the
bad.
whole
The
thing.
person looks disinterested. There's half
the
of
lighting
people
is
in the background.
flat.
There's stuff coming in from the side. The lighting is it's just all it's just not a good photo. You need to look at portraits and things,
are they
and
cool? Are they
it's not just cool. It's
like
cold.
Like,
It's
look
blue.
at the,
Yeah,
look at the
it's
hair
blue.
there. It's like blue.
Yeah, it's blue. So let's go over here and add some warmth in. That would help.
But then it's just
And then
breaking apart.
you're gonna need to pull apart some of pull back the highlights a bit, and then you've got shine on the face.
But it's just-
Retouch for me would
but
fix
there's
that shine.
They would, but there's just nothing. The person is giving you no gesture to work with. Like it's just
And it looks like it was taken during an event,
yeah.
and the person that you were shooting was not happy to be there.
That's so if that's a story that we're going for, home run.
Yeah, but if that's
Disinterested person at an event.
but just judging it as a photo, it's not happening.
So Sue was saying, I have had people saying that they have noticed my photography has improved exponentially since I've been taking my Kelby One online classes.
Yeah,
So awesome, Sue.
All right, Sue, thank you.
Awesome.
Andres says, "Hi, all from Sweden. I almost missed the show. I was busy building a pool deck. Glad I had a notice on.
There you go.
Glad you're joining us, Andres.
And a good thing to be building a pool deck. That's nice.
Yeah, that's nice. All right, here we go. Here's 3.
Eagle on a branch. Eagle flying.
Well, 1 out of 3 is not bad. That's pretty nice.
That is.
This one would be nice if it wasn't just full of dead sticks. So the dead branches everywhere, I would honestly, because it's a nice sharp eagle, I would take the time to remove all of these branches, every one of these, and the one going right through his body, all of those, all of these, I mean, you could probably do it in generative fill. And
It's still an eagle on a branch.
I know it's still just an eagle on a branch, but I mean, if you're going to have an eagle on a branch, you might as well
clean it
have
up.
a decent eagle on a branch. Here, I'm just going to use generative fill, and we're going to just see what it. No, you got to dig into it a little.
Yeah, dig into it a little.
All right, let's see what this does. I don't know if it's really going to make it, but you know, with generative fill, you never know.
And it's going to give you 3 options.
And it's usually the second option is the best, I've found. Like more often than not, I would say 75% of the time it's number 2. All right, we don't like that one. How about this one? That's closer.
It's better.
How about this one? There you go. We're getting close, right? Now let's just take a look. Messy, disaster,
And
cleaner.
Come in tighter.
Yeah. But it needs cleanup and it needs some other junk. But anyway, it's just kind of a mess, really. And there's that car. So
It's an interesting one with the birds not in flight. They really has to have something magical about it.
yeah, because it's just a bird sitting on a branch. And this is a nothing burger. Yep, it's a long exposure.
Yeah,
of
you've done a
water.
long exposure of water. You got that down. now you got to give me a subject, you got to give me a frame, you got to give me some gesture, some foreground, like something. It's technically the photo is executed.
Yeah, you executed the photo well as far as you put a long exposure on. All right, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to look at some more photos that are not as bad as I thought. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Hey everyone, Rick Salmon here. I'm really excited to tell you about my latest class on Kelby One, Capturing the Great Outdoors. Now, like my 45 other classes here on Kelby One, this class is packed with information, it's packed with photos, and it's also packed with some cool videos that I made up here in Alaska, and it's my 4th trip here. So in this class, I cover a ton of topics, including photographing birds in flight, one of the hardest challenges for any photographer. Landscape photography, where one of the goals is to put the viewer of the photograph in the scene. Basic wildlife photography tips so you don't miss a shot when you have an amazing wildlife encounter. Camera gear, the equipment that will help you tell the story of your adventure. Camera settings, what you need to know in order to get the best quality, the very best quality images. Lens settings, I told you it was packed with information. Lens settings, which can make the difference between an outtake and a keeper. Telling the story with photos and videos, which is a ton of fun for you, your friends, and your followers. There's more, basic image processing, where you could turn a flat shot, like this photograph of a small iceberg, into a fab shot that you'll be happy to hang on your wall. At the end of the class, I'll share with you a slideshow of some of my favorite great outdoor photographs that I've taken in other spectacular locations around the planet. These photographs illustrate what I call photo cross training, which means what you learn in one location, you can apply to another. So my friends, I really hope you can join me for my latest class only on kelby1.com.
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by Platypod, the world's most compact tripod base.
Oh, look at that
nice
jib,
Dobson. Hey, speaking of Dobson, congratulations. Dobson and I got a win last night in Warzone.
Nice.
Got all the way down to the end, killed every other team. At the end, it was just me and Dobson.
Well, you can tell he's on his game. He's on his game.
You can tell he's on his game. And while Dobson had been maybe not super tight on the jib, though he is showing tremendous improvement, he's quite a good partner in Warzone, and is very anxious to kill other people. So that's what I'm going to tweet that. Dobson is anxious to kill other people. Very highly motivated.
Yep.
Anyway, but
right.
Okay, back to our story.
Blind critiques.
Let's take a look at this picture. It's birds on a branch, but it sure is different than the other one.
Yes, this is what I was talking about with the other one, of like, if you just have a bird sitting there and not doing anything, it's kind of like, awesome.
These birds are interesting, and look how sharp it is and crisp it is, but look at the
background.
Yeah, the bokeh.
Look
and
at
it's
the
blown
background
out.
and the separate. That's really, really well done. That's on my, I love this. They're like, hey, like the one
like
saying, hey,
that.
come at me, bro. That's what the
Yeah.
bird, that's what the bird on the left is
It has a
saying.
gesture. Both of the animals have a
Hey,
gesture.
Tim Oliver says Dobson was a heck of a good bartender at the VIP retreat.
He was.
There was some adult beverages
There was.
that were possessed at the VIP.
And then Sherry is saying, too many classes on Kelby One. Work is really interfering with my photography.
Hi, Sherry. All right. This is another nice
Ooh,
shot.
I like that.
I love
favorite
the
time of
angle
day.
and the toning, and it's an interesting shot,
Yes.
right? That's
Yes.
really an interesting shot.
That'd be a great shot for whatever that combine
Yeah,
or whatever
it
that
looks like a
product
commercial
is.
shot.
Like a commercial shot, yeah.
That's very nicely done. And this is okay. You know what's killing this shot? Tell him, Eric.
That's that chain up front. I think you're on. The minute I see the chain, without the chain, I would think you're in his metal shop.
Yep.
But with the chain, I know you're probably on a tour somewhere.
You're in Williamsburg.
He's probably doing some show for you. So that chain being removed would make it seem like he's in a shop, like working.
Now this is something I think.
still think it's kind of like it could use a little bit more
I'm going to get that pole.
finessing
I'm going to get this chain out of here.
with the post, but I think it's
The post has got to go. Generative
Yeah.
fill, generate. Let's give it 12 seconds. It'll be gone. This stuff it does really actually quite well. Now that I said that, of course, they just probably poisoned the result. No, it's all right.
yeah.
There's another version, and there's a third version. That one right there.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't look like it anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it anymore.
So
That's what you need.
But anyway, the other stuff is killing it, and this one's an easy fix.
Yep.
So, good job. Yeah, this is going a lot better than I thought. All right.
Yeah.
I looked at a lot of
we're good.
images, though. There, a
We're
lot of
good.
people submit.
All right.
Here's one. This is the double amputee shot.
Yeah. So what he's talking about is the legs are cut off there.
That's not bad. You got little
It's not
vapors
bad,
coming off
yeah.
the number 5. It seems like an uncomfortable crop for the
It's
Corsair.
kind of like the same thing as the amputee. It's like at the wrong.
Yeah,
It's cropped at the wrong place.
Yeah.
Where it's not given. Like the front of the plane, you don't see the curve on the front.
Yeah,
But then
it's an
so then the
uncomfortable
wing
crop.
comes all the way out from nowhere.
I like what you were doing from trying to shoot from behind like that, but it's just an unfortunate crop. That one's good,
Yeah.
as is. This one, cutting off the bottom of the wheel and cutting off the feet is not happening.
Wait a minute. Look at your screen.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh!
it's there.
I take it back, guys. Sorry,
take it back.
we're looking at the studio monitor,
studio
which doesn't
monitor
show
is
as much.
scaled
Nope,
10
the feet
it's
and I
Yeah.
take it all back. Okay,
So never mind.
That one's good.
No amputee.
That one's good. This one's that's got a funky crop.
Yeah, that one's funky.
That one's funky, but the other one, I do take it back. So pretty good, really. All right, let's see what else we got here. These are a bit horsey.
Oh boy.
Sorry.
I don't think they're bad.
I don't think they're bad. I don't think they're particularly good.
Yeah, they're just not like.
Well, let's start here. The background is very, very bright.
it's blown.
It's a blown out background.
And so it pulls your eye to the background, not to the subjects.
You also have a dapple of light in the center of her hair. And she's okay. I don't think it's probably the most flattering pose for her.
Yeah. I was
So
about to say the same.
I'm not super digging it. I think her pose is hurting you, and the lighting is not good, and her skin tone is not great. It needs work. This one I think had promise because of the outfit she was wearing. I think her separated from that background would be good. If you could blur that back, well, you can blur that background, right?
Yeah, but even in camera, just bringing them closer to you and bringing
Yeah,
them,
and putting the background.
You
yeah.
moving back, them moving closer away from the tree would naturally do that.
Yeah, it's I don't know how well this is going to do, this lens blur, because, well, it's not doing anything yet.
It's working.
But it's even that
See the little blue progress thing is working.
It's even that the background there is really bright.
Yeah, I think your
and
biggest
then you've
problem
got the dappling.
Probably background. So let's give it a second to update.
But it's
That's
already starting to help.
It's a little better. Well, let's take a look. Let's do it side by side.
That's starting to help.
So getting some separation from that background would help.
Yeah.
But it's just, see, I like her pose, and I like the horse okay. I don't like the background at all. It's just kind of a...
Well, and that was the thing with the first one. The first one, the background was just...
Yeah.
I don't know. It could have been a nice background, but it's just blown out.
I don't know. It needs work. They both need work. They're okay. They're not terrible.
I think part of it too is the time of day, because when you're shooting those, you have a lot of directional sunlight.
All right. This one I think as well looks like a reenactor. Mm-hmm. I like the pose. I like the lighting pretty much. I'm not sure what is the thing on the left. It's some kind of an animal.
Yeah, I can't see, and that's the thing. If
is it a bear?
It's lit very dim. I don't.
What is it?
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is either.
But I think that's the problem. Is he's lit up, but the surrounding there's not enough ambient to really tell the story of what's going on.
So let's just we got a little work to do here. We got a bit of work.
Well, so definitely context or background work, because your backgrounds are either too bright or too dark.
Yep.
So you've got to like work on that. Like, how do you marry those two things?
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, so there's 1 out of 3.
1 out of 3. Now, if you could, and you can, get rid of the stupid bush over here and that rock coming up out of the water, I think you got something.
Very simple. Good shot.
All right. Yeah. This is nice and simple. I think you had a good eye to pick this one, but this is killing you. This just ugly thing, and I think this ugly thing. And I think you might have a nice shot. Don't let the ugly things kill your photo.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Let's check the second one. Second one's usually better, or the third one.
I like the first.
The first one looks better in this case. And a little bit more touch-up, just a little bit of touch-up, getting rid of some of that stuff. But you can see the difference.
Well, yeah, there's a simplicity to that shot.
Yeah.
Where, yeah, it's just busy, simple.
That's a nice shot, though. I think you picked a good subject there.
So that's a nice shot. Now, the other ones are back to they're nothing burgers.
Nothing burgers.
They're just...
So I would say this picture. What's the subject?
Yeah, you don't...
Where am I supposed to look?
I know you're looking at the textures and the colors and the...
But there's got to be a subject
There's
first.
nothing there.
I don't know where to look. This one I know where to look because you got a road, and it's got a couple of things that are not working. The road is good. It leads you into the photo, and the rest is not bad. Your sky is way too bright. So let's go to masking. Let's go to sky. The red tint shows you what it's selected, and then let's at least pull the sky down a little bit.
Yeah, that helps.
And maybe some highlights down a little. And then I think the overall image is just too bright. Let's pull back the highlights and maybe just darken and maybe a little contrast. Something like that. And I would add a little edge vignette on here just to kind of take some of the heat off the edges. Maybe like that.
Yeah, that helps. That helps.
But at the end of the day, even with the changes and the sky's now balanced and stuff, and
yeah,
it's a kind of a nothing burger. It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's just not. No one's going to look at this and go, "Wow," it's just like that. Hey, Dalton. There's Dalton. Hey,
yeah,
Dalton.
Dalton.
Says you should host some private Warzone matches. Well, Dalton, you can just come and join us and play anytime you want. I have to give you I got a great gamer tag. Dobson, do I not have the best gamer tag? Yes, sir, the best one. It is the best one. I can't tell you what it is because I don't want 500 friend requests, but I will tell Dalton. And here, I'll have to ping you separately, Dalton. But you can just come and play with us. We play almost every night. It's sad. All right. And all right. Let's see what else we got. Next. I like this. Now, if you're going to shoot, this looks like it was shot in a museum or something. If you're going to do that, it's okay, but you got to get rid of this reflection, that one, this one, that one, that one, all these overhead lights in the place. You got to clean up this stuff. You got to kind of clean it up. But I like the way you composed it. It's a very interesting headlight, and it looks like a cool car.
Yeah.
That's not bad. This has got a weird glow. I think that you put too much glow on it. It has a dark glow around the lighthouse. But I kind of like your composition. I like how stark it is. I think there is a better... I think this is a post-processing issue. I think the photo's good.
That's I would agree. The way it was post-processed and the way it was toned, it doesn't give it justice.
Yeah, just start over with this one. Just open the raw file and retone it. Because I think you got a good shot there. So I like your eye. I think your eye is very good. This one, you got a little motion in the wheels. It's not a lot of motion, but you got some blur in the background. I think you're probably showing a lot more of the background than you need to. So a little bit of cropping, I think, would probably help. Just a little bit. And it doesn't have to go downhill. It could go a little flatter. I maybe get rid of that second row up there.
Yeah.
I think that, and you need a little better sharpening. It's like you didn't quite nail the panning.
Yeah. You could take that into
I
Topaz
was going to do
and
it.
then just do a select subject.
Yeah. I'm just going to let Topaz do the whole thing. You could select subject first so that Topaz only sharpens the car.
Yeah, it's pretty easy, though. You just flick on that select, you turn it on, and it'll probably select it. Down there, you just hit that select.
Here, select.
Hit it on, and give it flip it down, so it'll tell you what you're selecting. And we'll see. There you go.
Yeah, got the
Boom,
car.
Got the car. And then just hit apply, and there you go.
That's
now
better,
it's only
isn't
sharpening the car.
Wait a minute. I don't think we can. Let's change the model. Let's go to very blurry. I think it'll be better.
Yeah, we could do. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Even better. And then hit apply.
Now you can do one more thing. Ready? Inside of Photoshop.
Yeah, it did a little wonkiness with the wheels.
Oh, wait a minute.
It did some wonkiness with the wheels because it tried to take the blur out of the wheels.
All right. So,
which we could have gone into Topaz and changed the
Let's get the history brush.
Or the history
And let's go after the crop. Oh, no, it's too late. I can't just paint it back, can I?
Yeah, you probably have to undo it. But
no. It's working.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you don't want the wheels to be that sharp. You want the wheels to be spinny. What I was going to tell you to do was you can go in here, select the wheel and the tire, and then go under the filter menu to the faster. I think what do we want? There's a new blur. Is it spin blur? Hang on, we got to come in here and come in here and here. So it's just on the wheel. There you go. Get those wheels really spinning. That's a poor job of it, but you can actually really get it on the money.
And it is now it's going at lightning speed.
Yeah, that's not really okay. Anyway, but
you get the point.
You get the point.
You get the idea.
You get the idea. You get the idea. All right.
All right. So
let me go back, and we got a couple more. It's not going as badly as I anticipated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, And then
Maybe
then we
not.
took a bad turn.
Ugh,
We'll start here.
kind of hurts. That pose is
This
weird.
is a very unflattering pose.
Yeah.
Right? It's just unflattering. Not many people like to pose with their stomach sticking out.
Yeah, like leaning back and sticking
Leaning back
out.
and sticking out, their stomach. It's just the whole thing is just not very flattering. The lighting is not bad, but at your angle, and it's just not a flattering.
I think it's the pose, and it's just the pose.
I think that you might be able to save this if you went to the crop tool and you hit the letter X and you got rid of all the unflattering stuff. You'd have to almost unlock it and go up here a little further. I don't think I'd take all of her hair. That's not terrible.
It's not terrible.
That's
better.
That's a big improvement.
Yeah. Now you can't really tell.
You can't tell of the awkward and
Yeah.
unflattering pose that is that one.
Yeah.
This one is also an awfully unflattering portrait. Number one, it's the lighting is just not flattering lighting.
Yeah. The hand is creating a shadow.
A weird shadow over
weird.
the face. You got very, very bright over here in the corner, like very bright over here.
Oh, yeah.
It's just not a very flattering pose. Her eyes are closed. She's laughing, obviously, and then this one, the lighting's not bad, but it's also, and the post-processing's okay, but I would definitely go in and light his face. Go in here with a brush and maybe a little bit of exposure, and at least, light his face. Doesn't have to be as light as
You
the
could probably
sides.
even use the people, select people.
Well, it's going to get his whole face, sides, and
that's true.
everything. So maybe something in there, and here we'll put them side by side. See how his face was really dark over there? Mm-hmm. Because the dog's not going to reflect, his dark dog is not going to reflect any light back. So I think maybe doing that would certainly help. This is probably overall the best shot. And the processing looks nice. And it looks
Yeah.
like a nice dog. You get
It's
a nice
nice.
dog. It's a nice
I
dog.
like the tone.
Yeah, the tone's good. It's a nice dog.
Yeah, and that's the lighting in 3 is really great too, in the
Yeah.
tone.
Yeah.
It's just a weird pose.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's.
It's kind of nice. I would love to see his face, but
That had potential.
it has potential.
That had potential.
It had
It's
potential.
gone.
It's close. That's okay. This is
I'm not sure about that one.
Well,
That's just a. It's
a
weird comp.
It's either a composite or a generated image, but the young boy is very warm in his tone, and the gorilla is blue. There's no way that those two were put together, and there's a glow around
There's
the
a
kid.
glow,
There's
yeah.
a glow. Look at it, all the way around. There's a white glow that says, "I was not really here." So none of that's going to help your case. Now, if you did go into the gorilla, and you'd have to probably, let's see if it does a select subject. And then you would subtract with the brush the kid. Because then what you could do is go to the gorilla, and you could make the gorilla warmer so it doesn't look blue. At least that's not looking good. Oh, the color's not good. But it needs to be warmer to match the kid so they look like the shot in the same light. But I don't like this down here. Looks okay up here. I don't like that down there.
And you could do
This
some color
one's-
grading afterwards.
Yeah,
too,
you could
to
add a
kinda
color
like-
grade that would help bring those together. So it's kind of a mixed bag. It's not terrible.
Yeah,
Is it really break time now?
I guess we got another break.
Last break, and then we're going to look at one or, yeah.
All right, last break.
Last break, let's check. Look at this jib. Smooth. You would swear Juan was doing it.
Oh, it kind of got a little stutter there.
Oh, it did get a stutter. Ooh.
Oh, it's moving weird now.
Oh.
It's falling apart.
Oh.
everybody, Eric Kuna here, and I'm here with another class on creative techniques for airshow photography. This is going to build off of if you've just taken a basics class, you've gone to air shows, you've got the basics down. We're going to go through these techniques that you can do to take your shots from just having a frozen plane or just having some prop blur to adding motion to your frame, putting intersecting objects with your frame. We're gonna go through things about lowering our shutter speed, raising our shutter speed, using stuff in the foreground, using stuff in the background, different angles that we're gonna shoot, taking our shots from just good, sharp shots to creative shots like this. So join me over at my class over on Kelby1.com, all about creative airshow photography techniques.
I am a portrait and wedding photographer based in Valencia, Spain.
I do mainly commercial and editorial photography, and I retouch up to 100 photos a month.
We shoot almost every day for all kinds of clients, such as commercial, beauty, and fashion. And we retouch our work more often, like every other day.
I used to spend over 1 hour for one photo.
If we want professional results, we must remove skin blemishes, do micro dodge and burn, highlight eyes, whiten teeth, and even reduce wrinkles in clothes. And this can easily take me up to 2 hours of work for each photo.
So when I saw that there's a plugin for Photoshop that helps you retouch quicker, I was eager to get my hands on it.
I read many feedbacks about it, and I found a lot of positive reviews, which made me to consider buying my first plugin.
One of the challenges we have at the end of a session or wedding is to achieve an edition in our photograph that looks natural. This is where retouch for me has become a game changer.
I love the feature that you can pick how much effect it has on your photo, and you can adjust it accordingly to your style.
I saved a lot of time and always end up having amazing result with my work.
I am extremely happy with the quality.
Now, I am more efficient and have more time to spare with my family.
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by B&H Photo, the professional source since 1973.
1-0.
Hello,
We're back.
everyone. My name is Scott Kelby, and it's time to look at the last three
All
photos.
right, we got the last photos.
All right, let's go. Oh, these are nice. It's a nice shot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very
Interesting
graphical.
pattern.
It's very symmetrical. Mm-hmm. Right lined up on the center, pretty much. I mean, this is nice. It's just kind of...
It's nice. I like it.
all right.
I like it. A leading line into the mountain.
It's just-
The
I love
sky
this.
could be-
Love this. This one I love. It's different. The tree's interesting.
That's my
I love-
favorite one.
Oh yeah. I love the toning. I think that's a hot shot. That's nicely done. It's okay. It's you know, it's not going to make anybody say wow. That's nicely done. I really like that. But overall, pretty good photographer.
Yeah.
Just, you know, good solid stuff.
Solid.
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 Solid. What do we have here?
Got no trespassing. Old car. Got a. So these are lacking. What am I supposed to be
These
looking
are
at?
nothing burgers.
I mean, I understand there, but
Yep.
like, is it the car? Is it the no trespassing? Is it the
It's
the
the-
power lines? There's a lot.
I think this would be a more interesting shot without the no trespassing and without the power lines.
I agree. That's what I think. If you give me one thing,
yeah.
give me no
Just give me the
take
car.
out the no trespassing. Take out the power lines. There's something in there.
Yeah. I think there's something there. There's nothing here. I mean, it's not bad. You got a foreground, you got a middle ground, you got a background, but it's just, there's a big, wide open nothing.
I was there.
And where's that?
I don't know. No, I'm saying that's what that
Oh,
picture
okay,
says
yeah.
to me. I was
at
there.
this location. This one was just like a vacation photo. It's
It's
okay.
kind of saying that same thing. I was there.
Yeah.
Here's where I was.
So this one's salvageable. These two are meh.
Well, and I think
Hey,
the
bud.
first one we're seeing a subject. The other two, there's just not.
Yeah, I don't know where to look. But here's the thing. This photographer, their toning's pretty good.
Yeah.
They seem to have a decent idea of light and stuff. So
yeah, nice pictures. I mean,
think
exposure-wise.
I think your best photos are still ahead. And last one for the day. I think this is very well done. Mm-hmm. Now, if it were me, what would I do, Eric?
You're probably going to take the tree out.
Those trees would go.
Right over the Washington Monument.
Yeah, are those trees helping this shot in any way?
No.
If they are not, and I think that you agree that they are not, then those trees, maybe we could leave that bottom one.
It's a very interesting, silhouette.
Yeah. Well, it's a statue.
Yeah, but it's just
War memorial.
Well, but I like how the positioning of the monuments.
Oh
with
yeah,
it.
no, I
it's
think
a
that's
very
very
interesting
well done.
one.
Oh yeah, I think it's actually, look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes.
That's what it needed.
I know. All right.
It's like you knew.
it's easy to look at him and see.
Yeah.
This just needs toning. The whole photo looks flat, but it's nice. I don't know if what you need though is a tall shot here. I don't know if what you need is a little higher wide shot.
Yeah, come in tight.
Why won't it move up any? I
It didn't
unlocked
unlock.
it. Oh,
There, now it's unlocked.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's going to be better. It's almost like a one to
And
one.
just a little more toning. And maybe kind of just looked a little flat on the left.
Yeah, but I like
But-
it's a good gesture, looking at you, kind of giving you
Yeah.
a stare down.
Yeah.
But you're right. There's just the headroom and the stuff in the foreground's not doing anything.
This one I want to like, but I'm having a hard time because everything just blends together, which is good if for the hunter.
Could you could we maybe accentuate that through some masking?
We might be able to. Let's go see. If we do select subject, what's it get? That?
Yeah.
Maybe some contrast would help.
Yeah.
That looks kind of cheesy, but. And then maybe we could do select background.
Yep.
What could we do to the background? We could make it greener. Green is not the answer.
No.
Highlights back. Maybe a little darker. I don't know. This is. I'm
It's
not
hard.
This is not doing well.
What
But
about if you warm it up? This probably going to work because it's probably going to blend in now.
this needs a little work.
Yeah.
And I know because it's a good. Well, part of it might be it's just too much.
Needs to come in, yeah.
That helps already.
It does help.
And then what if let's just try this masking again, but let's not mess with the color.
Yeah.
Let's go select subject. Let's go. Did we do contrast before?
We did.
How about whites and maybe blacks?
That'll help. That helps.
I don't know. It needs a little work, but
What about adding some lens blur too? I don't know, more
behind
lens
him.
blur.
No, it's pretty.
It's pretty
out
blurry.
of focus back there.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just kind of flat.
It actually does show the camouflage of the predator.
The predator, because we don't know what kind of animal that is. All right, it wasn't so bad today.
Mm-hmm.
I think I overdid it. However,
It happens.
we've come to the end, but it's not the end for how many lucky
Yes.
winners? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7. 7 lucky people.
Yes, Wendy Patera is winning the How Do I Do That in Photoshop book. We've got Cami Marshall Brazil winning the Photoshop for Digital Photographers book. Alberto Wilson is winning the Platypod disc. The V-Flat's going to Chet in Santa Cruz. And then the On One No Noise is going to Brian Mott. And then the Retouch for Me is going to Jack Kojen. And then Slick Pick, the 1 year Slick Pick is going to June Nightingale. So, to win your or to claim your prize, just email us over at gridprize and claim this by this Friday. We'll verify information, then send you out the prize. And there's no grid next week because we have a conference.
On One Landscape Photography Conference is next week, and I've got a really nice class on landscape essentials. So, there's like 20 classes. There's lots of them. So it is a mixture of post-processing, on one, plugins that I think their biggest market is landscape photographers. And there's a lot of great instructors and a lot of people like their Moose is in there and Eric Kuna.
Karen
Hutton?
Yeah.
Love Karen Hutton.
Yeah.
And anyway, there's lots of cool stuff in there, and we hope that you will come and check it out. It is open to everybody, and so if you haven't signed up, you'll want to do it right now. So look at all these classes.
KelbyOneLive.com.
Look at that. He stuck me on track B. I don't know if that makes any difference.
Oh, man, you got on track B.
Oh, no, track B.
Nobody wants to be on track B. Oh, wait, I'm on track B. What?
Wow, you are on track B. Look at that. Shooting and editing night photography.
You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about the weather in one of the classes.
Ooh. So anyway, it's a lot of landscape photography stuff. It's a lot of on one. It's a lot of post-processing. Look, Erin Babnick is there. She's very good. Anyway, Anthony Morganti is also, I've seen his stuff. It's good. Of course, Ian Plant is great. It's a lot of great instructors. Don Camenetra is there.
Yep.
And there you go. And Judy says, I'm all signed up. All right, Judy, we'll see you there. All right, everybody, thank you very much for watching. We're going to miss you next week. But once again, congratulations to the Northampton Saints and Claire Jones, Lady St. Jones, as she will always be known to us. Have a great week, everybody. Have lots of fun. See you guys
next week.
And we'll see you week after next. VIP folks, we'll see you at 4 o'clock at the VIP
And if you're at the On One, we'll see you next week.
Take care, everybody.